What's going on, everybody? Apex Pure here, and welcome back to another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video. And today we are going to be purchasing some new players. So this team after this video is most likely going to look very different. I might try to spend at least maybe like 1,000,000 coins, because like I always say, I don't want to go under 500k. So we'll see how that goes. Depending on prices of people, we might get a bunch of people, we might not. The positions I'm looking to upgrade are my offensive line, my tight end, my receivers, my right outside linebacker, and my D tackle. So let's head over to the auction block and see what we can get. Now I want all of my offensive line to have Pound the Rock. So right now we have Walter Jones. We would like to get this Jonathan Ogden. Now if that's really what he goes for, if I can check really quickly, I might just buy that Ogden right now and sell Jones. 140 and then 169. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it. I think my offensive line is the only reason why my offense isn't a 95 overall. So what we're going to do is buy this Jonathan Ogden. And then we're going to sell Walter Jones a little bit later. Okay, so let's go to left guard. Now the person we want to get is Randall McDaniel, but I'm pretty sure he goes for less than 199. Like his average price is like 160, so he's definitely going for more than what he usually goes for, so we're not going to pick him up. Let's go to right guard. Now we want Larry Little. Now right now he's 230. Let's see what he averages. So his average price is 235, and it says on Mutthead that his cheapest is 228, and he's been selling for around 240, 230. So let's see. He is a Dolphin. So if the 228's there, oh wow, there's a 210. Is that a snipe? That might be a snipe. The cheapest one that was sold in the past day was a 206, and that was 4 hours ago, but the rest have been like 230, 240. So that might, I think that's a snipe, guys. And we want Deerdorf to upgrade from who we have, which is his 93 Deerdorf, because there's no 95 other than Bo Jackson with Pound the Rock. There's only 196, and it's Deerdorf, and I'm not about to spend 500k on an offensive lineman. But for 94 overall, I think that's a little bit overpriced. His average is 245, and he's been selling for like sometimes over, sometimes under. But that's kind of a lot. But then again, there's really no other person at that position. Okay, and I want to get Derek Brooks, but 475 is just out of the question. Like, this Clay Matthews isn't a bad card. He's a little slower than I'd want. He's got good power move and hit power. But this Derek Brooks has more zone than I think that Clay Matthews does. And obviously he's faster. So I definitely would like to get this Derek Brooks. But 475 is a little out of my price range right now. And at D tackle, we want this Gerald McCoy, but 340 I think is more than what he goes for. Yeah, because his average is 300, and he's been selling for that or under. So I'm definitely not going to pick that card up. Hopefully he drops down in the near couple days. Maybe I'll get him. Now we have a lot of choices at wide receiver for go deep. We have Brandon Cooks. We have Calvin. We have Josh Gordon. We have OBJ. And I'm not really sure who I want. Michael Thomas. Those are actually the two receivers I wanted to get, were Josh Gordon and Michael Thomas, but it looks like they shot up in price, which kind of sucks because I was hoping that they were going to be around like 300. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this Brandon Cooks is obviously super speedy. He's not a bad card at all. But I wanted to get Josh Gordon and Michael Thomas, and then just get this Deerdorf. But I don't know now. With the prices, I might not be able to get a receiver. Because OBJ is obviously, he's another fast guy, great elusiveness, but his catch and traffic is kind of low. I wanted to get this Michael Thomas, and put him in the slot and tier him up. I don't know if I'll be able to with the prices of everything to tier up cards now. Everyone's like team of the week cards are just shooting up, and his motivators card probably shot up. This Josh Gordon looks like he's really good. His route running is a little low. And almost all of the MUT Heroes 2 cards, almost all average for around 300. Michael Thomas is a little bit above at 330 because people must be buying him and then tiering him up to get that +2 catching, which is what I want to do. Because he'd be a great slot receiver. He'll have like 94 catch in traffic, which would be very nice. But honestly, guys, should I just get Brandon Cooks instead of Josh Gordon? I mean, Cooks has the +1 speed and the +1 catch in traffic. And also he's a Patriot, so something will go up from him on my team. But I don't know. And obviously, he's going to be cheaper. Brandon Cooks has better route running, better elusiveness. But obviously, Cooks can't compare to that 98 spec catch. But he does have 94 spec catch. He also has 92 release and 89 jumping. Let's see what Gordon has. Gordon has 94 release and 94 jumping. But Brandon Cooks isn't known for the jumping. He's known for the speed. So Cooks' average is 206. So he's a little bit higher than what he averages, but he also looks like he's been selling for more than what he's been averaging for anyway. So let's go to Patriots and see if that's his price right now. Alright, so his price is 215, so that's definitely a little bit better. So actually, I'm going to pick this card up. And then we'll sell one of our receivers. And also, we're going to check to see how much our Freddie B is to the Go Deep one. So the Go Deep one looks like it's the cheapest is 386. And ours is 305, so that is definitely a big price difference. Okay, so now that one's sold. So even if I sold him for 330, so it would be an 89k difference, which is kind of a lot just from getting the same card. Okay, and Randall McDaniel's 165 right now, and that's about where he's been selling, so I'm going to pick him up as well. Evan Ingram is another player I wanted to get, and his average price is 212, and all the cards up you can see are like more than that. And all the completed sales he's been selling for way under this, so I think I'm going to hold off on buying him as well. Prices are a little high, but I think I'm going to make a splash right here. You can see Michael Thomas is up for 366, like 30k more than he averages, so I'm just going to buy him. Can't believe I just did that. I went under 500k, but from the cards I'm going to sell, I should be back over that and maybe well over that. So now I'm going to put all the cards we got in the lineup. And first we got Jonathan Ogden, who is now a 96 overall. And because of Pound the Rock, he now has 97 run block. The next position we got was left guard, and replacing Andrew Norwell is going to be Randall McDaniel. And he is now a 95 overall. And because of Pound the Rock, he now has 95 run block. And the last player we got on the offensive line is Larry Little. So it sucks we're going to get rid of a Patriot. Larry Little is not going to get all those upgrades like Shaq Mason did. And he's going to stay at a 95 overall. And let's take a look at his stats. And just like the other tackle, he's going to have 97 run block because of Pound the Rock ×2, and now he also has Lead the Way. So obviously the next person we're going to get is going to be the 94 Deerdorf, and at tight end we are going to get Evan Ingram. And while we're at it, let's see what Travis Kelce has, since obviously we're not getting rid of him yet. His run block is now 86, which is really good. So until we get rid of him, he should be run blocking like a madman. Next, we got Brandon Cooks. So we lost the Patriot and we got another one. So it sucks we're going to be losing a 6'8 receiver, but he did pretty good for the time we've had him. I wouldn't say great, but he's been pretty good. And then next we got, replacing DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas. Oh, I'm a 95 overall now. Let's go. Let's go. That makes me happy. Let's go. That's so weird how this works, but whatever. I will definitely take it. Definitely take it. Now, also, again, it sucks that we're going to be losing DeAndre Hopkins. This was, I'm pretty sure, the first time I used him, and I haven't been throwing him the ball lately, but he's been really good on the team. He is a player I like a lot. So, sad to see him go, but there's another player I like coming in, and that is Michael Thomas. So, hopefully he plays just as good in the slot. Let's take a look. Now, he has 92 elusiveness, which is pretty good, 94 spec catch, 94 release, which is also good, which he's going to be getting from the pound the rock and the go deep. So this card looks pretty good. Obviously, he has 91 speed, but I don't expect him to be fast in the slot. Everyone's definition of the slot is different. You know, you could either have a really speedy guy in the slot, or you could have a slower guy with good catch and traffic in the slot. It's whatever your preference is. In mine, it's really either or. Like, if I wanted to, I could put Cooks in the slot and put Michael Thomas on the outside, but for now, I'm going to keep Michael Thomas there, and if I do decide to change him, I can just easily switch him with Brandon Cooks. And also, I actually forgot to check Brandon Cooks' stats. So now Brandon Cooks, because of Go Deep and the Patriots team training, he's going to have 95 elusiveness, which that is really nice for a receiver. 96 spec catch, which is not bad at all. Only 2 off, actually, from that Josh Gordon. And 94 release, which I think is what Josh Gordon had. So this card definitely looks really good. So I think that's everyone I bought. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we didn't get anyone on the defense. So now we're gonna get to selling our players. Walter Jones is up for 150. So just him alone will be back up to 500k. So I'll put him up for 148. For 1 hour. We can't sell Andrew Norwell, but can we sell Shaq Mason? We can. Okay, so Shaq Mason wasn't even an NAT, so that's good. So we're gonna make some coins off of him. He's up for 88k. I might just put him up for 90 and just see if he sells for 90 in 8 hours, and just hopefully he can sell. So, yeah, hopefully he can sell as well. So now we can sell Carmichael. He is up for 164. I'm actually going to put him up for 170 for 8 hours, and hopefully he sells as well. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm just going based off of what they're averaging and what they've been selling, instead of just going to see what their cheapest price is. Because I want to make the most coins I can back out of all the players I've spent on. Next up is DeAndre Hopkins, which I think is the last card we have to sell, actually. And he's 189. So there's actually a ton of him up. So we'll just put him up for 188. Now, hopefully, guys, when cards go down, because it seemed like cards definitely went up in price, I can buy some more people. Because maybe by tomorrow, when the new Legends come out, I can buy someone or a couple people. And one more thing I wanted to do to my lineup is get Devlin out of here, which, again, it's another Patriot out of the starting lineup, which sucks. And he has crazy good run block at 92, but again, he doesn't have the pound the rock chemistry or the go deep, so I'm going to switch him with Patrick DeMarco and start him instead. So he's going to lose all those stats, I think. So yeah, he's still 95 actually. Yeah, and he still has all those stats, so that's good. I could sub him in. I don't know. I might not. Who knows? And let's look at Patrick DeMarco. So he has 88 run block, which is nowhere near as good to Devlin. But I just need him for the chem. I mean, I don't know if there's any other fullbacks with Pound the Rock. Now, let's take a look at Derek Carr now that I have 2 new Go Deep receivers. And now that I have more people with Pound the Rock. So now he's going to have 94 awareness, 93 throw power, which is good. I'm happy I increased the throw power. Now I do want to tier this card up so I can get it up even more. And I think I can get it up even more too if I get a higher tier of Go Deep, which I definitely want to do. Because Dante Culpepper's throw power, I think it was at 96, was really, really nice to have. And if I can get it back up to like maybe even 95, that would be very, very good. And now he also has 89 deep, 90 play action, and he still has that 99 throw on the run. So this card definitely looks really good to me, at least. Like I said before, I've always wanted to use a Derek Carr, and he's played pretty good for me, honestly. He really doesn't... He's overthrown a couple passes in the first couple games I've used him, but other than that, he's a very viable card, and I do like it. So once all these guys sell, hopefully they do at this price, after taxes, I should be back up to 950k, which is very, very good. And then hopefully by then, prices have dropped, so I'll be able to get Darren Deerdorf, Evan Ingram, and maybe get rid of my Freddie B and get the Go Deep one, and then maybe get Gerald McCoy, and then also to maybe get some backups. That will affect the chemistries as well. So hopefully that will happen. What's going on, guys? I'm recording the second part of this video Saturday morning, and as you guys can see, I did end up buying more players once my guy sold. I ended up buying the 94 Deerdorf, and he's now a 95 overall on my team. And he has 96 run block, so my whole offensive line has like 95 run block and above. We also ended up buying Evan Ingram, who was, for the most part, other than like run block, I think, and maybe strength, maybe was better than Kelsey at everything. And also he has that 93 speed, so that's going to help. And on my team, he has 91 release and 96 spec catch due to the Go Deep. And we also bought, out of position, Lawrence Taylor, mainly for the chemistry, but as you can see on the team, this card is actually a really good card. 97 tackle, 94 block shed, and 98 hit power. Now Barron, they were pretty similar, but the reason why I think Barron played so good and actually got like a lot of picks for me was because he had 89 zone. So most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to try harder to sub in Deion Jones. But I could definitely have Lawrence Taylor in on blitzes and stuff like that, so hopefully he plays good as well. And we also got one more player, which was here's to Calais Campbell. Couldn't afford to get the Gerald McCoy yet. And this card looks disgusting. Because of blanket coverage and physical front, he has 99 block shed, 99 tackling, 97 finesse move. This card looks so good, and that's going to be it for the spending spree, guys. I've never bought so many cards at once, and I've never spent so many coins at once. We bought 9 new players. The offense looks really different from what it was before this. We bought a new tight end, a whole offensive line besides the center. We bought 2 new receivers. We bought a new backup middle linebacker, and we bought a new left end. And I can't wait to use all these cards in Weekend League later on. And we're also at 95 overall. And I completed the 15 games in that time to get 150k. But right before I go, I wanted to show you guys a bonehead move that I did. I should be at 800k, maybe even 900, if it's still gonna show. And you see it, the first card. I sold Trevor Pryce for 70k. Now, I must not have been paying attention because I was so tired when I woke up that instead of selling him for 175, I sold him for 70. So I should be up like 800, maybe even 900k. But that was me being stupid and tired. So that's the second time I've done that. I did that either in Madden 15 or some Madden where I sold a card for way below where it was supposed to be. So I made some kid happy. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to click that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will see you in the next one. And also to show you guys, if you're wondering my progress on Ultimate Master, I have 6 objectives out of the 15 completed. Still need to do the 50 online head-to-head games, which Weekend League is definitely going to help. Need to do 20 more sets, which I should be able to get done. Once most of my guys sell I already have on the block, I will get this done. I'm 2 days behind on the 18 objectives, I think, so I should be at 13, but I haven't kept up with it, so I'm only 2 days behind. And then the things that are definitely going to take the longest, especially since I don't pass the ball that much, or well, at least I try not to, are the 25,000 passing yards. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get this. And to be honest, I really don't want to sit in a solo and grind it out, but I might have to because I run the ball a lot in online games. As you can see, I'm halfway to getting the rushing yards. The passing touchdowns will take a little bit. The rushing touchdowns will take a little bit. And not that far away from the sacks, but other than that, yeah, so it's just going to be the passing objectives that are going to take me the longest.